can get to Nunavut by plane or by boat. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive all the way up to the James Bay, the little bay that sticks out from the Hudson Bay. And basically all the islands in James Bay are actually property of Nunavut, even though they border Quebec right there. So I'm going to drive all the way up to the town of Chisasibi, which is a Cree town, and then inflate the pack raft and pack raft out the 2 miles to one of the islands in the bay and spend the night camping on that island, and thereby spend a night in Nunavut without having to fly. So it's going to be something like 1,800 miles of driving. And yeah, so here we go. I'm going to head up to Burlington and then cross the border by Montreal. And then basically it's just hours and hours and hours of remote country roads in Quebec. So it'll get pretty old, but I'm excited. But it's 5 in the morning. And so far so good on the road trip. Stopped a couple times to rest and obviously a couple of fuel ups, but I am sitting somewhere like 400 of 600K down the James Bay Highway. So it starts in a town called Metagami, I'm not sure how to say it, and then it's like 600 kilometers up to Radisson, and then from there it's like 40 miles over to Chisasibi. But I am up in that no man's land of nowhere, and it's 5 in the morning. I haven't seen a car in about 3 to 4 hours. Super spooky and desolate up here. Supposedly there has been 3 crashes with moose tonight. At least that's what the guy at the gas station said. So I've been really careful to go slow and keep my eyes on the road as I'm recording this. But so far so good. The sun should be up soon. Right around the time that I'm probably getting into Radisson. And that should make for a nice morning in Chisasibi. I'm going to go to the... probably go to like the cultural centers, kind of tool around town, maybe get some breakfast, and then possibly make my way over to Fort George if the ferry's running. I don't know if it will be or not, but then eventually get out the raft and make my way out to Nunavut. So, well, I made it to the end of the road, made it up to Chisasibi and out the extra 10 miles to the very end of the road, and I'm literally looking out at the James Bay. And for some reason I've sort of lost my voice just by driving, but over here in the distance you can see that island right there. That is part of Nunavut. And then out this way there's several other small islands out there, and those are all part of Nunavut. So I am going to start inflating my boat, and I've got my pack ready, and yeah, here we go. We're gonna paddle out to Nunavut. It is cold and windy and miserable, so it's gonna be less than pleasant, but I didn't drive 1,000 miles to quit now, so here we go. Okay, there it is, all inflated. It even has an inflatable seat. This thing's pretty sweet, so I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit, make sure it doesn't have any leaks, and then ready to go. All right, here we go. Paddling out. Okay, still sitting in the boat, but on the beach of Tiny Island. About to set foot into Nunavut. Here we go. Here we are. Time to explore. This spot might just take the cake for for my favorite remote spot that I've seeked out. This is such a unique place, and man, was it kind of a pain to get here, but it's so worth it. I am literally in ownership, essentially, of this tiny little island
in the middle of the James Bay up in northern Canada. The entire island is maybe a couple acres. I mean, you can see the extent of the whole island. And it's incredible. I mean, the name of this island on Google Maps is literally called Tiny Island. And it was 1,000 miles to get here, and a 2-mile pack raft out into the bay to get here. You can actually see my pack raft down there, maybe. This island is fantastic. The whole island is just one giant block of really, really old gneisses from probably in the 4 billion year old range. I mean, this is like true Canadian Shield, the oldest rock, exposed rock, pretty much on the planet. It's just, man, this is right up there. I just love it. I love this little speck of land in the middle of nowhere in northern Canada. You can kind of see the little bits of civilization over on the coast about 2 miles away over there. That's the boat ramp, like the canoes and kayaks, or canoes and boats for the small Cree Nation village of Chisasibi. But yeah, I'm just gonna hang out on this island for, I don't know, some time. I might even pitch my tent here. I brought it, and spend the night out here. And it's just something special.
Till lights burn red, you're hotter than hell, and I've been long gone, couldn't you tell? And the smoke in the air, you couldn't hide my shame, saw it lit up on that silver screen. Your beauty left me broke and hungry, left me begging to the birds for a bone or an offering, left me saying nothing, like I hope.